So carry on level 10 I think we're on now, and I'll be honest, this mission is starting to annoy me now, just because it's, like I said, it's quite repetitive to be honest. It's like driving the same routes and stuff. I don't mind the beach routes, but it's just picking up the odd ones here and there. I've never really understood why they took the radio off the ambulance, to be honest. That would have been pretty handy to do that. But normally what I do, obviously I'm not doing it now because I'm commentating, but yeah, put radio on, like, or plug headphones in and just, I don't know, I find it passes the time quicker and stuff, so yeah, like I said, it's usually just a trial of patience, this mission. Particularly when guys like that just park in the middle of the road and stuff. Right, I don't know where I'm going by the way, because I said I'll leave him till last, so I'll divert myself. We can sort of still get onto that beach road via this, just under here. The bribe under there as well, actually. Might as well throw it out there, so, just in case you do get police on you. But as far as I'm aware, it certainly seems to be the indication on this run so far that the max police you will get on this mission is 1. I don't know how much it affects driving on the beach when it rains, so we'll keep an eye on this. But generally while I'm sort of knocking about doing a mission that's not really so exciting, I thought I'd continue on and explain what I plan to do in future in terms of walkthroughs and stuff. Apologies if you have watched the GTA 3 walkthrough, because I sort of said the same thing at one point, but I'll run through it. I plan on continuing with a lot of older games at first on the channel. I don't know why I've always loved retro games more, to be honest, and you know, I'm not really much of a player of modern games. I'm not against them, I just tend to like trying to perfect and get 100% on the games that I've played in the past first, in terms of to upload on the channel. So, you know, games that I'm familiar with and stuff, sort of try and get the walkthrough. So not everyone will be 100% walkthrough, but an example will be the next game I think I'm looking at after San Andreas is out the way, is a complete classic, man. Probably my favourite ever game, actually. Sorry, no, I wouldn't say my favourite ever game, but I think it's the best game I've ever played. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is definitely on my to-do list. So I really do need to get, and plan to get, a new means of recording, stuff like that, because I do have a copy on the Wii, like the virtual console. I have a Wii in the other room, so I get on that. Of course, right now I'm only recording this on the PS4 like share feature button, so to record the last 15 minutes. Hence the reason sometimes I'm cutting off at random points for the end of the episode. It's when I realise I'm getting close to 15 minutes, you know, even if I'm sort of halfway through a cutscene and that happens, I'll cut it. But of course, once I get the Wii, like a means of recording that and stuff, the videos will hopefully become a lot more sort of easier to cut into discernible parts. Like, you know, I'll probably cut in between missions or quests and stuff like that. So once I get a sort of mic option out the way and I realise how to record on them other consoles, because I'm not sure the means I record on this one will work for the others, then I'll definitely start them walkthroughs. And once the Wii becomes available, so a recording tool, then I've got a couple of others lined up. Get the Ocarina of Time out of the way, because that's just classic, of course. Then the original Legend of Zelda I've played before. I think that's an incredible game. Sort of inspired a lot of other games. Brilliant game I know a couple of my mates play, Binding of Isaac. That's sort of inspired by the original Legend of Zelda, I think. Sort of the overhead look, the dungeon feel, the puzzle aspect. So I'll definitely give that a walkthrough. Ideally as well, you know, games like that, Ocarina of Time is an example, an exception, sorry, but games like that, retro games, won't actually take a lot of recording time to complete as well, so I think it'd just be a perfect little micro series of like 10-12 episodes or something. What else? A lot of Mario games actually. I'm a huge Mario franchise fan. Pretty much just the storyline games, sort of like, you know, the main series games, if you like. I'm not really much a player of like Mario Party and stuff like that, but definitely your old main Super Mario Brothers games. Super Mario World is an absolute favourite of mine. Yeah, the Mario Galaxy games I think are incredible. Just stuff like that I do really find to be a feasible, like, good contender for walkthroughs. They are definitely ones that are lined up. There are others. I've got PS2, which I do need a power cable for, so I definitely got on that soon. And once I've gained a power cable for that, I'm looking at maybe doing a walkthrough of Simpsons Hit and Run, which is again a brilliant game, really underrated I think. I mean, I don't know, is it underrated? It did sell a lot, but you know, I would have that in a lot of top 10 for whatever year it come out in lists, and I don't think I've ever actually seen it in many of them. I think it was 2003, something like that. It's a bit similar to GTA, actually. It's sort of like Simpsons GTA, if that makes sense, if anyone who hasn't played it. You sort of go around and just smash it up and do missions and evade the police. So that is a game that I think I could get 100% in. Sort of all the games I think I've mentioned I could get 100% in, except Ocarina of Time. You know, I like to think I'm good at these games, but I'm realistic, man. Ocarina of Time is just, for anyone who's played it and knows what it requires to get 100%, it's ridiculous. All the stuff you have to do, and you know, you have to do certain things in a certain order, a bit like GTA 3. You know, you get to one part of the game, I think, and you can't go back and get something else. So that one will probably be an any percent run. But generally, as I said, until I say elsewise, and I always will on the run, the future games I'm going to be putting up, I will aim for 100%, because in my sort of game review and experience, I've always tended to watch runs like that. I do love watching 100 speed runs, because I just think that the skill required is incredible. And you know, make no mistake, these aren't exactly speed runs. I think I might actually do a Super Mario World speed run at one point, because I do think that's probably the only game of the list I've cited that I am capable of doing a good quality speed run in, just because I grew up with that game more than any of the others. But yeah, generally it will sort of just be 100% walkthrough at my own leisure, my own pace. I mean, preferably quickly. Like, I like to think I'm trying to get these out of the way fairly quickly. I mean, it'll help with Potter Routes. I'll just work out where these are, by the way, where I'm going. But yeah, I'm not exactly going to go all out for the speedrun aspect, but I did always prefer watching them videos, and just being able to say that you've done everything on the game and you've sort of mastered that game, I think is good to know for my channel that I'm sort of tackling, because it's rewarding. Like GTA 3, I didn't think I'd do 100% in that, to be honest. And for a game that I completely love and I've never quite managed to do, kind of thing, I'd always get to about 85, 90 and like sack it off and stuff. Yeah, I was just thought it would be a good sort of challenge to set myself for the channel, and that is going to be the case for the other games. I've already done it on a few. Liberty City Stories is one I didn't mention, which I probably will do at some point, but it's not in the discernible future. It's not like a priority, so to speak. But I've done 100% on that. I've done 100% many times in Super Mario World, so that is the one that I'm really looking forward to, man. Like, get that out, and actually you can probably do that in about 4.5 in-game hours, so that'll be a similar one, which is like a fairly quick series. So it's why I tend to prefer doing Wii game runs as well. I mean, it sort of fits the episode times perfectly, I think, like each world and that, and each section I'm going to be doing. So, back to the run, like, immediately. I have to leave one of them on the beach, so I'm actually probably going to leave the one closest to the beach in terms of on the far west. Yeah, on regards to other games, I mean, there are some games that don't require any walkthrough kind of thing, but I'm going to be playing as well. If you do get the PS2 fixed, I'm looking at Tekken. I'm a huge fan of Tekken from back in the day. More the older ones, to be honest. I think the modern day Tekkens are, well, still good. It's just too time consuming. Like, I always find there's that many moves that are like, I'd go in practice mode and shit, and like pick a character like, I don't know, King or something. Then you practice all those moves for like an hour. Then by the time you're done, I sort of like think, oh, I want to get off it now. I'm done for the day. I've done with the amount of time that I can actually be arsed playing as King. And I haven't actually done any online matches or like storyline walkthroughs or anything like that then. So I will probably play them in order, and I can't promise I'll play all the Tekkens, but definitely Tekken 1, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken Tag Tournament. Probably skip Tekken 4, because the only one I've really played. I don't think it's that good anyway, from what I've heard. Tekken 5, definitely give a walk through that. And yeah, like I said, that might be it for the Tekken series I plan on doing. But I mean, I've rolled through that many games. This is probably talking about a year down the line, to be honest. But I do have a lot of time in the evenings to play these on days that I'm off. I'm sort of playing this in my living room right now, and I have sort of free reign over it from a certain time onwards after people have gone to bed and that. So I do definitely, once I have a passion for the game and start playing it, I will tend to sort of try and smash it out and just focus on that one game. So generally they will be sole runs, you know, like the only videos I'm uploading during that time will be of that game. But stuff like the Wii games, in particular the Mario games, I don't think it's as important to remember where stuff is, so I can play them concurrently. Like this game, for instance, Vice City, there's so many hidden packages and unique jumps and rampages that I feel like if I were to start playing San Andreas at the same time, I'd forget which game I've missed a certain packaging and where something is on San Andreas if I haven't been on it for like a week or something. So yeah, generally I will sort of keep the runs individual and constant on terms of what I'm throwing out on the channel. But they're all ones I'm looking forward to, man. Like every game I've mentioned just then I've played before, so I like to think I know what I'm doing. I won't be the best player of the games by any means, but I do at least know what is required for 100%, and I'm sort of familiar with how the game works and the controls and stuff. In the future, if a good enough game does come out, I'm open to playing a new one and sort of discovering the game and trying to sort of get to grips with it and master it ultimately as I go along on the channel. But yeah, for now I think it will be a game that I am familiar with, and the challenging aspect is that I'm going to try and cover everything in 100%. So I think this is level 11 done. I think this whole level pretty much took the whole episode, didn't it, actually? So level 12 will probably take the whole of the next episode then. I think we'll be done with that. The ambulance is in pretty good condition actually, so I don't think there's any discernible fear of failing it unless I flip it. And let's face it, if I flipped it now I'd be absolutely devastated. So I'll take this down next episode anyway, guys. Hopefully see you there for part 4 of the ambulance mission, the final part.